Do you ever question God? Are there times when you don't like or understand what is going on in your life and you get angry with your Heavenly Father and begin to wonder if He really knows what He's doing or if He truly has your best interest in mind? I imagine all of us have felt that way, so the real question we need to ask is this: is it okay to have such doubts? As those who have given their lives to Jesus, are we allowed to question our God and our faith? The answer is a resounding yes. Now, you might not be so sure about that because, after all, Hebrews tells us that faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see, while Paul reminds us that we are called to walk by faith and not by sight. Shouldn't we as Christians just focus our eyes on what is true and allow God to take care of the emotions and thoughts that we have that are to the contrary? Yes, but that is a process which often begins with acknowledging our doubts and surrendering them to God. Let's take a look at an example from the Bible. John the Baptist had a miraculous conception. There was a clear calling on his life, and he engaged in a powerful and fruitful ministry. His purpose was to point the way to the Messiah, and when he baptized Jesus, he heard the voice of God speak from heaven and say, "This is my Son whom I love. With him I am well pleased." Surely a man like that, who did and heard wondrous things, could never falter in his faith. Or could he? While he was in prison, John sent his disciples to ask Jesus, "Are you the one who was to come, or should we expect someone else?" Every time I read that, I am astounded. John, the one chosen to prepare the way for the Lord, was questioning whether or not Jesus was truly the Messiah. How can that be? Because John was human, and we all struggle with doubts at times. What was Christ's response? Did he chastise John for his little faith? No. He gave John the evidence he needed that would prove that he is the Messiah. That is what Jesus desires to do for each of us as well. So go ahead, share your doubts with God and question your faith. Not only can He handle it, but He can overcome it with love and truth that can get us back on the right path.